How many people out there consider music and have a soundtrack to your life? I do. I mean, from a very young age, my family was always into music, and we believed there was a song for everything. And if there wasn't, we made one up. They were never very good, but we did. So when I started my healing journey, everything from the Dixie Chicks, Not Ready to Be Nice, to Leanne Rimes, I'm Singing Love Into the World, has played for me and helped support my journey. And then on December 12th, I was introduced to Bob Sima. And I had heard his music before in various retreats and things like that. We have a common friend, Christine Closer, but I was actually able to experience him live. And what happened, I still haven't been able to wrap words around so much, but it gave me the confidence to walk up to him before I left that event and ask him to be on the show. And I am so excited. Janice and I are so excited to introduce our friends, our viewers, and the world who has not yet had the privilege to listen to Bob's music or sit in an event with Bob. We are so happy to have Bob Sima here with us today, and we're going to talk about where healing and music intersect. Yay! 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 And we are Be Here Now, where presence invites perspective and allows peace. We're coming to you live on the newstreamingnetwork.com, WGSN-DB Going Solo Network, radio, TV, and podcast. I am your co-host, Judy Forder, and I am here with my co-host in peace, Miss
Janice Leonard. Hey, hi, everybody. Thrilled today. Music has always been a big part of my life, and I can't wait. He's going to sing live for us. So we are. What a treat. Judy and I do this weekly. We do this to share our tools to help anybody who wants to be more filled with love, peace, whatever, and help them be here now. And we are a part of a 501c3 organization, so donations are tax deductible. We have a website, peacefulempowermentworks.org. You can go, the donation button's on the top and on the bottom. If you're interested in any of our merchandise, you can email us at peacefulempowermentworks. Wait a minute, am I doing peacefulempowermentworks@gmail.com. And let us know what you're interested in. We get mugs and t-shirts and sweatshirts, and we'll work with you and get you what you want.
Janice is the make master.
That's right.
Each item made with love.
Or something like that. No, yeah. Depends on the day. No, just kidding.
Oh, okay. So we're going to go ahead and get right on into it. Janice, what is your attitude of gratitude for our
You forgot.
Oh, see, I'm so... Okay. Hey, Janice, how about you ring us in?
All right.
Everybody take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth.
Boy, it's not very loud today. Hang on a second. Let me try that again.
Okay. All right. Now I think we're ready.
Okay.
Jack, what are you grateful for?
I can share my gratefulness now. Everyone, I imagine in their lifetime has seen the ball drop in New Year's Eve in New York City. If you asked me, I would bet money that it was an apple, not a ball at one point in time. But I looked it up. It was always a ball. So I'm wrong. So did you know, I saw this, and that's okay. Sylvia, the next one's good by picture of the Post-its. That's actually tied to this, believe it or not. On the left, those little Post-its, there is a gratitude wall before New Year's. And you can actually go and write what you're grateful for on a little thing and post it on this wall. And then you can be part of the, oh shoot, I forgot the number, like millions, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of little pieces of confetti that are thrown down just before the ball drops on New
Oh.
Year's Eve. And you can see on the right, they actually have, I think it's 50 people who volunteer and take all the boxes full of confetti and throw them down. And that's what the picture on the right is. That's people throwing the confetti down. And part of the confetti is a wall full of gratitude that people write and post. And you can even do it online.
Oh, wow. I had no idea.
Yeah, me either. So I thought that was interesting, but I wanted to segue this with just another gratitude for a personal one, which is, New Year's Eve, new ideas, new motivation. I never do New Year's Eve, New Year's resolution because I don't like to disappoint myself and feel like a failure. But this year I've done something a little different. I have a couple things I'm going to try this year new. And I'm starting the end of this. I'm just sharing my gratitude. The end of this month, I'm starting a Reiki 2 course. And also, what I started is, I don't know if you know this, but I've been a closet Sister Wives fan. Shh, don't tell anybody. But I watch it mostly in the past few years as the Sister Wives, which there's 4 wives who are married to the same man in this polygamous religion. One essay, 3 of them have left them. And I just have loved watching them grow and become, find out a little more about who they are and what their lives are. It's great. I love watching it. Anyway, so Janelle Brown's my favorite because she's most like me. And she's offering as part of her, I think they're going to be finishing soon. I don't have any inside scoop, so that's not what this means. But she's starting a second chapter. It's another journey. It's a program. And she's working with Dr. Paul Jenkins, who's a positivity person, model. I think he wrote the curriculum, and I did sign up for that. And I've had a couple sessions already, and I've had a one-on-one with Janelle Brown. So I know you're meeting your mentor right here. You're right on. I got to. It's like I was waiting. Okay, I paid, and I was like, okay, so how do I know this isn't a scam? I said to this woman, I said, okay, can you just get Janelle Brown to pop in and say hi to me? Oh, wait a minute, and she did. I'm like, okay, so. Okay, I felt funny then. I was like, but anyways, I've already had a one-on-one, and there've been a couple of workshops, and I hope to share a little information with you. And this week, I know what we're working on is changing some thought patterns, which it's stuff we do, so it's nothing new. It's just done in a little different way and a different intensity and different style, and also journaling. So that's today's tips that I learned and I wanted to share with you. I'm grateful that I'm on this journey, that I am able to try something new, to step out and try something new and not just stay on my couch. So I'm so grateful for that. And that's my gratitude. How about you guys?
Excellent. I am grateful for you being so bold as to ask Bob to sing live today. Honestly, because that was something I was thinking, and I was like, oh, I don't know that I can ask that. And Janice is like, hey, will you sing live? And he was like, absolutely. So yes, I am extremely grateful for that.
One thing, when you're feeling more centered in yourself and authentic as you can be, it's not so stressful, a big deal to ask those things. It was just, for me, it was inspired. I'll tell you.
How about you, Bob?
What am I grateful for? Is that yeah. Well, I'm grateful to be here with you two and with you, whoever you are listening and being part of this. I'm just grateful for the moment. I mean, just sitting in my space. I got my guitars over here, got the vibes. It's a new year. I mean, gratitude is one of those, it's almost like a tidal wave when you start to think about it. For me, it just comes, I'm like, how do I turn that off? What is there a spigot, yeah, just being intentional and being specific with it. Just grateful for the connection that we have here. I put out this new sort of program in the world, and not even within a few days, you showed up at an event. We're like, hey, would you like to be on a podcast? I've been thinking about putting it out there more. And there's the opportunity right there. So I'm grateful that you were there. Grateful that I said yes. Grateful to meet you, Janice. Yes. And just grateful for the curiosity of what this conversation is going to lead us to.
Yeah.
So,
Me too.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. Okay, Janice, what good news do you have? Because that
Oh
was
my
really
gosh. I know I want to go fast because I want to hear the music, but I'm telling you, I have couple of amazing, my parts this week are pretty amazing. If you heard of the Walk for Peace,
yeah.
let me see what we got up for. Oh gosh, I just love this. I came across this weekend. This has been going on, I think, since October. Do I have a date? I don't have the date, but I think, oh, here we go. On October 26th, a group of about 20 Buddhist monks started a 2,300-mile journey in Fort Worth, Texas. They're traveling through 10 states, walking to Washington, D.C. Okay, so I'm like, wow, just that part, it was friggin' amazing. Was like walking through towns. You can watch their journey. They have a Facebook page, walkforpeace.org. I don't know but it's on Facebook. It's very clear if you don't have to do much of a search to find it. And they go through towns, and right now, peace is just, and personally, nationally, worldly, is so important. And then at this time, you have the monks, and they are just doing what they do, which is journey for peace, to spread love, to spread this. And you see them going into these towns. They walk into the towns, and they're not used to a lot of people, so they have to kind of stand back and not overwhelm them. And there's some things that they ask, but people line the roads, cars line the roads, and they have flowers for them, and they bow and hand a flower. Incredible. These state after state, people after people. I am amazed. Every day they end up in a place, and they're given a meal, and they start the day chanting, they end the day chanting. It's great. Okay. The things is they journey for peace. I'm just doing my little bullet points of things that they said. And they consider the walking is a moving meditation. They start the day off chanting, and they end the day off chanting, and it's really cool. It's very powerful. They believe that what they're doing plants seeds of compassion. And one amazing, I don't know if it's amazing. It's not, it's wow. It's at the very beginning of the walk. There was a car. They have a RV that follows them. And I think at night they're there. I don't know. They sleep outside, but the RV follows them, and it's for their whatever their needs are. Well, they follows them, and some vehicle, a truck, and I'm rewording this. It might not be 100% accurate. This is just my memory. Hit the RV, which then hit into two monks who were hospitalized. One of them lost his leg.
Oh.
And the day that I was watching is they just met up with him again. This is weeks later. And this is for peace. This is, when you think about what their journey is, and they had this trauma happen in the middle of it, and it's holy cow. And he's got a good attitude about it, and the other guy's healed, and he's on his way. And I think he joined them a little bit that day in a wheelchair. But wow. They have a dog, a Loka. And the Loka was because when they were walking for peace, journeying for peace in India, this dog just joined them and walked with them. And as he was walking with them, he never left them. This dog has been with them for ages. I don't know how long, because they didn't say. And now look at when they came to the United States to do this piece, the dog's with them, and that's Aloka. You can see right there. So it's Aloka, the peace dog. So anyways, I have to follow them now, because there's so many levels of this, but I just love each community. When you think of the United States, and you hope that we can find peace and harmony and all the stuff, but you see in these towns people full of peace, just trying to honor this journey that these monks are doing.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big reason we do the good news story. That's why Janice does what she does, because there's a lot more good news out there than what we're getting. So, yeah. It's funny. Jen and I just started following their Facebook page a couple weeks ago.
Did I do okay in my summary?
Yeah. Yeah, you did great. I mean, that's the message they're sending, and it's what they're leaving. It's funny, when I look at the pictures, I can just see a trail of light being left behind them. And when you said the part about planting the seeds, absolutely. And that serves the collective in ways that we can't even comprehend yet.
Yep.
So,
and they showed a picture of, I don't know if they, I think they do this, maybe they do this annually, but it's just never been so publicized. But they showed a picture of them ending up in Washington last year. And so you've got these monks, for peace, standing in front of Lincoln. I don't know what it was, probably the Capitol. It's just so symbolic. And I hope more people will join their journey and follow them and support them. And they don't accept money, but they've said that, but there are some gas in that. So they will accept a little bit of donations now, but they, vow poverty in that. So they won't accept any money, but this program, I guess, would take some. So that you can donate. And that if you follow them on Facebook, you can find this information.
Nice. Yeah, I do. I mean, it's like, I didn't even realize they did it before.
Yeah.
So the fact that it is getting more press and play and more attention, I take that as a positive sign.
Well, that's the thing that the monk with the leg that got lost, he says, this is terrible, but I tell you what, the publicity and how it spread and the belief and the passion of the people, it did affect that. It made people talk about it and it got out there.
Excellent. Bob, were you aware of it?
I had heard, that was going on. I'm a big fan of Peace Pilgrim, if you guys have heard of her. She so I'll be on a call tomorrow to talk about an event in New Jersey, because that's where she was from. She passed away decades ago, but she was a single person who gave up all of her possessions. All she had was a sweatshirt that said Peace Pilgrim and a little knapsack. She didn't have anything. She gave everything away, and she just walked for peace. She walked 30,000 miles around the United States. This was in the 50s and 60s, and I think maybe even in the 70s. But on one of my songs, she's the first. One of my albums called "The Movers, the Shakers, and the Peacemakers." The first song is the title track, and the first thing you hear is her voice. I stripped it from YouTube video, and she's I'm a pilgrim, and a pilgrim is a wanderer with a purpose. And all she did was she walked for peace, and she walked to spread the messages of the wisdom. She wasn't dogmatic in any of her beliefs. It was all just spiritual wisdom, and how to be a good human, and how to treat each other. And she would sit in a square in a town, and people would just come up. And she never asked for food. She never asked for shelter, never asked for anything. And it was just always given to her. She never took, the only ride she ever took, I think is how she passed away. She got into a car accident, which ironic, but it's just like the monks. She's walking for peace. She's walking mostly for inner peace, because when the inner peace happens, that's her thing, is mostly the inner peace. Because when it happens in here with each human, it'll be reflected in the world. It's just, this is the work right here. So anyway, I was mesmerized by that story, because it's like her all over again,
If we have any Buddhists listening, I don't know if Buddhists pay attention to social media too much, but I would love to have. You're Buddhist?
A lot of things. I lean in that direction very heavily.
Well, I don't know if you can come back or if you can get somebody else to come, but I would love to have a Buddhist as a guest, because I don't know much about Buddhism, but it seems inspiring. So another visit from you, or if there's somebody else out there who would love to be a guest, I'd like to learn about that.
Yeah, we'll definitely bring some of that into the conversation. It's for sure.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see. So we're talking to Bob. We're going to go ahead and move right into his segment. So Janice, would you like to do Bob's bio for everybody?
Oh my goodness. I thought you would want to do it, so I didn't pull it up ahead of time.
Oh,
let's see.
I can do it.
Well, he's your guy. No, I'll do it. I want to do it.
I can be your guy too.
Oh, he's my guy too now. Okay, so now I get to do it. I just love, where healing and music intersect with Bob Sima. Bob Sima is an award-winning transformational singer, songwriter, and awareness coach. He has 10 albums to his name, and he may be the only practitioner on the planet who writes a custom song for each client. So if you're one of those people who music really connects with you, he's your guy. He's not only my guy and Judy's guy, he can be your guy. And he helps write songs that help embody your breakthroughs long after sessions end. He's the co-founder of Where the Light Gets In, a nonprofit proliferating healing arts for healing arts. Oh yeah. And travels
Healing hearts. Yeah.
arts, yeah.
Yeah.
And travels all over, playing his music at conferences, retreats, and venues, bringing the vibration of music with a powerful message to amplify humanity's rising consciousness. Woo! We are so glad to have you here with us today.
It's an honor. You two are absolutely delightful. I've had just a joy to we haven't even started yet. I've already felt the effervescence that comes out of both of you. It's palpable. Yeah. Thank you for having me here. But it is healing. It's healing arts for healing hearts. There was a little, I guess, typo. A typo that we put in there, but yeah. So that's why, yeah,
Thank you.
It works. Yeah. Yeah.
And we all are healing hearts. So, that's great.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That was the breakthrough line for me. Healing arts for healing hearts. It sort of summarizes, so much of what I do, and with my wife Shannon, and all the work that we do. I mean, there's a lot of different things that we do. We can unpack it all today real quick, but yeah. So where do we go from here? What do you want to know first?
I think what we're going to dive into right away is this something you've always been doing, or were you, I like to call it the 3D job? Did you have a 3D job before launching into doing what you're doing now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was a teacher for 24 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Then.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I mean, I always sort of had this mysticism coming through me. I was in the woods when I was 15 years old, staring at the trees, reading Carlos Castaneda. I was doing shaman training. I didn't even know what a shaman was, right? So, but I went to college, got a job, corporate world, all that. While I suppressed the gifts over here, I didn't necessarily suppress them, but I kind of baffled them really strongly. Just, this isn't my, you can't make any money doing that. That's not your path. A lot of voices that weren't mine, and had a good career, in the corporate world, and mostly in really interestingly enough, as I was in the last 10 years, I think I had about 20 years in the corporate world, and the last 10 years was in communication. It was in clarity of communication in technical manuals, which is so interesting because what I do is about precision of words and creating these songs and I was in there trying to help people to make technical manuals so that people could read them and they wouldn't get hurt, because these were helicopters and ships and heavy equipment. And I was, we had a tool that would constrain the language that you could use. Oh, lo and behold, I would become a student of the 4 agreements, which the first one is to be impeccable with your word. So it's so funny how those all just sort of works together. It's just
who'd have thunk it?
It's almost as if there was a plan.
There was. And then when I went to undergrad and I was finishing that up, I was psychology, and I was working with attachment theories and things like that, and research, and I was lined up to go to grad school, and just a life shift, and nope, you're going to get a job. You're going to go get a job and you're going to make the money. And I never really looked back. And here I am, whatever it is, 25 years later, and I'm actually doing that. I mean, life coaching is pretty much therapy. And we say it's not therapy, it's not medical advice. We have to put that disclaimer. But it very much is. It's a one-on-one experience where now I'm tying in the music with that skill. Life just unfolds the way it's going to unfold. You don't always get what you want. You always get what you need. And so it's been a beautiful journey. But yeah, long answer to that is I did have these different careers that have molded me into where I am now, which is, another interesting story as well. So, yeah.
So was there a specific moment where you decided it's time for me to leave this corporate job and fully invest in my purpose?
It was many moments that led up to a moment. There was many moments of this, like standing on a fence, kind of doing both. Like I would have a guitar in one hand and a briefcase in the other, and I was sort of on tour, but I was working, and I was, I don't want to make this into a job. And and I met my wife Shannon, and she was a coach, and she said, what I'm seeing from you is you're not living your gift. You're not. And it was a money limitation for me. I didn't want to turn it into a job. I didn't want to have to make money at it and all of this stuff. And so she said, well, I can help you. But first I'm going to coach you. And we had a couple of things that we had done in the sort of coaching that we were doing. And it was probably the biggest moment was when my father passed away. And with him passing away was a lot of the programming that was kind of stuck in me. And I'm grateful for him. He taught me so much, but there was also lessons in there and messages that really weren't for me, but that I took on anyway. And so he kind of like came back to me in a way through a reading that I got. And he's like, I see what you're doing now. I see what you're doing. And I'll never forget that session. It was sort of an impromptu session in a restaurant with a bunch of people. And she goes, your father just passed away. She was doing a reading of everyone at the table.
Oh my gosh.
Said, this is Rosemary, the scientific mystic. And so all these things kind of came together, and I was like, you know what, I got a money story. I need to let that go. I need to trust. I need to trust myself, and I need to trust this gift. I've already been testing the waters for, I don't know, 10 years. I mean, what are you going to do? When are you going to get off this fence and just step into it? And when you move, I've heard this said many different ways. When you move, providence moves too. So when you decide something and you go, all right, forget it. I thank you for my career. Thank you for that nice little paycheck every month. I'm going to trust myself. I stocked away a little money. I'm going to be fine. Like, it's not going to last that long, but I'm going to trust. You got to have some belief in yourself, and you have to trust that. And when you don't do that, man, you're just, all the forces are like, oh, we're right here. We want to help you, but just step in.
Oh my gosh, Bob, this is so incredible, but we've got to stop for a commercial. So I couldn't stop that story. It was just getting to me too much.
I saw a little thing that said commercial. I'm like, is that for me?
Yeah, no, thank you. So it was too good a story to interrupt. So that's great.
Yes.
So, Judy,
so
you
we're going to take our commercial break. And when we get back, Bob is going to sing live for us.
Yes.
Yes. So we'll be right back. Hello, we are back with Bob Sima, where healing and music intersects, and Bob's going to sing one of his songs for us live. So
I thought that was going to be a longer commercial.
Oh, well, I can fill some space if you want. We're Be Here Now.
Well, I got to tune my guitar.
I was actually sharing with Bob while he's tuning his guitar that I have been playing his music from Spotify while I work throughout the day. So it's always playing in the background, and there's certain lyrics that'll grab me. But I was working on a client yesterday, and she was on the table, and he's got a song called, I think it's called The Obstacle. But as I'm working on her, I just started hearing the obstacle is the way, the obstacle is the way. So I'm working and jamming, and it's Bob in my head singing for me.
All right. Yeah, so he's on, we can find him on podcast, which I started listening to his music again since you introduced me to him. It's incredible. Song Just For Me. Thank you very much for giving me that, Judy. And do you know where else he can be found?
Yeah, he's on Spotify. You can find his videos on YouTube. That's where I listen to him. You ready?
Yeah, you filled in. My guitar tuner was listening to you talk, and I'm like, I can't find the notes. I want to sing a song called No Mud, No Lotus, which is a song that we were talking about Buddhism, and I immediately came to me because I borrowed the phrase from Thich Nhat Hanh, who was a very well-known Buddhist monk, lived in France, and he wrote a whole book called No Mud, No Lotus for children, and it's just such a great, I think, a good little soundtrack for what you guys are all about here, which is about transformation, and I think a little bit about what we just talked about, but it's about this. I always ask people to sit back and think of their life and like maybe like a film strip, just looking at your life in reverse, just like the things that you, the more deep, the powerful, the more, I would say, the wound is where the light gets in, and the wound is where you're going to look back on your life and you're probably not going to remember all of the beautiful crazy moments where you're going to remember the moments that you grew, and you're going to remember the moments that shaped you, that were hard, the person that left the things that were hard, they will stick with you a lot longer. Yeah. So that's what this song's all about. You hear me okay?
Yep.
No mud, no lotus. Haven't you noticed the patterns of the pain in your past? The things that broke you, well, they also woke you to the questions that you needed to ask. The sleepless nights and the dizzying heights and the dreams, some of which came true. Tough breaks, heartaches, perfect mistakes created this version of you. And everything you go through grows you. Grows you, and everything you go through grows you, exposes who you are. If it hurt, it made you softer. If it was hard, it fueled the hunger. If it touched you, your heart took hold. If it was simple, it made you wise. If it was sweet, it made you smile. Weaved an indelible impression on your soul. Your feet, they walked, and your lips, they talked, and your hands dug around for the proof. Every look, every book, picture in your mind that you took created this version of you. And everything you go through grows you. Grows you, and everything you go through grows you. Exposes the roots of an endless summer, part-time temporary lovers in the swoon of the deep blue sky. And as the time flew, you planted and gathered your truth as it passed before your eyes. And the wound is where the light gets in, revealing the masterpiece just beneath the skin. And in the glow of your own light, your petals open wide and you bloom right where you are. And everything you go through grows you. Grows you, and everything you go through grows you. exposes who you are. No mud, no lotus. Haven't you noticed the patterns of the pain in your past? The things that broke you, well, they also woke you to the questions that you needed to ask.
Oh my gosh. Whoa. Woo. Oh. Oh, sorry, I scared the dog.
That was his way of clapping, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh.
There we go. We need a big round of applause now.
That's beautiful. That is one of my favorites. That chorus plays over and over in my mind as well. Yeah. Okay, we're going to jump right into this latest offering. We definitely wanted to highlight this for you. So talk to us about the Song of Your Soul. What is this?
Yeah, that song's a great segue because you know what I've been doing my whole career of all these albums back here, the 10 albums, is just like spelunking, caving. I go down deep and I ask myself these questions, you know, and I start noticing patterns in my life. I start noticing things that I need to work on. And they almost always become a song, or I'll hear a phrase from Thich Nhat Hanh, or I'll hear a prayer from the loving kindness, which is, may you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be loved. I write it into a song so I can remember it. You know, it's for me, because I can be very, you know, in the moment. And I you know, one of my favorite phrases is Walt Whitman. He says, "We were together, I forget the rest." So you know, it's this very present part of me that is a gift, but it also, like, I forget, like, I read these great books. What was it about? I don't know. Did you read The Power of Now? Yes. Eckhart Tolle with the greatest book ever. What was it about? Now? I mean, so, and this is just the human condition. We move from one spiritual thing to the next. So I just decided that I'd go a little bit more from a one-to-many kind of person, which is like standing on a stage delivering songs, which is amazing. It's such a gift to see a room full of people just soaking in the songs. But I just have recently come into this idea that I have something to offer people one-on-one. And so I came upon this almost naturally when I had some people reaching out saying, "Do you do any mentoring and one-on-one?" And I was like, "Sure, let's try." And this has been a long, like a year and a half of this. I've just a small handful of clients. And then I realized, I'm like, I'd like to write them a song about these sessions. We went through 8 sessions. We unpacked these patterns. We asked these questions, and then they just go away. And I'm like, how do I stay in their head? Oh, how do I stay in their head? I write a song for them. So that's where the Song of Your Soul came out. It was born from wanting to help people to really get clear on what it is. What's their anthem? Like, what do they want to wake up every day with to go, right, this is what me and Bob worked on. We worked on, I've got to stop saying I'm sorry all the time. I've got to start trusting myself. I've got to know that my husband passed away, but he's here. We have a different relationship. So I write it into these songs, and I'm good at it. That's my gift. That's my gift, is writing songs. But my other gift is listening and piecing together things that people wouldn't see about themselves, right? Like the magician archetype can see things that other people don't see the connection at all. So it's become this thing where I do these sessions, and out of the session comes the song of their soul. And it's been an absolute blessing. I do it right over Zoom with people anywhere in the world. And if, you know, so people that are really feeling stuck or struggling, or they do coaching and they just don't get anywhere with it, or they forget half of what's going on with their coach. It's a different way. Music is very sneaky, and it stays with you. I mean, the lyrics of our childhood are burned into our brains, and some of those things maybe aren't the best programs, as I shared earlier. So anyway, that's what this is. It's a blend of coaching and custom songwriting where I turn my gift of songwriting on for you, for your benefit. And it's been an absolute blast. And I love working with people like one-on-one like that.
This is incredible, Bob. Wendy DiCarlo just posted a great show and great appreciation for. Yeah, great show, everyone. I'm so happy I was able to catch it today. Thanks.
Nice. Hi, Wendy.
Hi. So you offer with the Song of Your Soul, you can do a one-off, 4-week, 8-week, right?
Yes, exactly. It's so some people just one-off. Like, you know what? I'm really struggling with grief right now. I'm stuck and I'm mired in it, and everybody has their own grieving, but we would spend 90 minutes just like let's get to the root of it, and let's get a song going maybe it just gets you moving every day. Maybe it's a memory song. And then other people they want to take a journey. Like, let's do 4 weeks. Let's go through my life and really start to pull out some patterns. Yeah, there you go. And really get a little bit deeper. And then there's an 8-week journey, which is like I've got a path and I can see it. And I have an 8-week journey that takes them through from start to finish. And at the end of it, there's a couple of meditation songs that I do in between. And then at the end of it, there's the anthem, the song that's going to be carrying them for the next chapter of their life. So so that's it. And I also do the attunement session, which is where I'm not writing a song, but I'm sitting with someone it's an hour and a half, and we talk, we unpack some things. Again, the questions are the most important thing. Asking the right questions, you get the right answers. So, and then what I'll do is I'll just sing a couple of songs for them in the moment. They can close their eyes and just sit back and take the song in, because I have this ability to just sort of like, it's almost like a prescription. Like if I'm talking to someone for 45 minutes, I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to sing that. Then I'm going to sing that. And I'm going to get them to do some breathing. And then we're going to do that song. So it's really fun. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So if people wanted to contact you, what is the best way to reach out to Bob?
Where the light gets in.us. You can go to bobsima.com. It'll redirect you to it, but bobsima.com is fine. You'll go right to my page. But my main website is wherethelightgetsin.us. Wherethelightgetsin.us. So that Facebook page, that last word, where the light gets in, but it's .us. And then we have our retreat, which is happening in March. That's going to be our 4th year at this location in Mexico, where we go really deep with about 20 people. It's not a huge thing. It's music, it's breath work, it's inquiry, it's sweat lodge, it's going to Chichen Itza, which is one of the 7 wonders of the world. It's life-changing. I mean, we break patterns in that retreat that people have been struggling with for years. Not we, they break the pattern, but we create that container for people to to really look at what's up. What are they up to? And so that's happening in March. We travel all over playing concerts and workshops. I'll be at I don't know when this is going to air, but this Saturday I'm doing an event with Dr. Dan Siegel on Saturday, January, was that the 11th? 10th, I'm sorry. And that's going to be where science and song intersect. So lots of stuff. It's all on the website. And
Excellent. It's funny. You said when this airs, we're live, Bob. It's going out now.
Well, I know, but if they're going to see it later, I'm sorry. Hi, everybody. We're live.
Yeah, I heard this phrase and it's perfect. It's join us live or sometime in the future.
There you go.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Because everything is in perpetuity, right? Everything's somewhere on some hard drive, right?
Yep.
I love it. So you still have slots open for your retreat because you said you keep it small.
We do. Yep. We got a couple of spots left, not a lot, but we'd love to have some new people that we just love to take people through this journey. It's so beautiful. And it's easy. They fly into Cancun. We have a van that picks them up, takes them straight to they don't have to do anything. It's just effortless travel. And
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Because for me, the travel part can be the most stressful thing. So that's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, Cancun's an easy airport. There's also airport in Merida, which is even closer, and that's a tiny little airport. And our driver picks you up and whisks you right to the retreat. It's our retreat center's 10 minutes off the highway, so it's a bumpy ride. You're going kind of into a rustic area, but it's a beautiful space that we have. We call it shabby chic. It's kind of like it's kind of luxury, but kind of not. And they've got like the infinity pools and stuff, but the property itself is a little bit more on the rustic side. So, Charlie.
Yes, we got Chris.
She is actually one of my students from that I teach at a school once a week.
Oh, cool.
And she's an incredible artist, and she's a beautiful young lady. So good to see not see you, but to see that with the words there. Yeah, she's gonna be something in this world. How you see that brilliance coming through children, and you just like some magic is coming through her already. Her and both of her sisters too.
Thanks for the comment, Charlie.
I'm being guided to end the show with this. It was funny. I was writing notes leading up to, and I asked myself, what was it that caught me about his music and continues to, because like I said, I listen to it every day while I'm working. And I wrote down, his music touched my soul, and I felt like it activated the light within my cells. Like my body wasn't moving, but my cells were dancing. And it's not that you don't dance to Bob's music too, because you do that, but I really do. I feel like it's activated my cells, and it has allowed the light within them to shine even brighter than they did before. So for that, I want to say thank you very much.
Thank you.
My pleasure. My honor. Thank you for articulating it that way. That's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah. We hope to have Bob back. He can come back and talk about anything he wants at any time. The invitation is open. Janice, you want to do your something to chew on?
Yeah, because actually it ties really well with what Bob's been talking about. Okay, so what if you're at the last years of your life and you're at the end of your life? What do you imagine will actually matter to you? So it's a lot of what Bob was saying, and think about that. What really matters? What will matter?
Excellent. All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Great question.
Again, Bob. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Blessings to you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thanks
everybody.
for being here, everybody.
Be here now with us. Please always remember,
you are not alone.
And don't ever forget, you are awesome. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, everybody.
Mwah.